¿Se ve bien el telescopio, Alex, el fondo?
Sí, se ve bien.
Bien. Ahora no tengo yo la vista de cómo salgo, por eso.
Perfecto.
Entonces no veo el campo.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Scott Roberts with Explore Scientific, and this is our program Explore Now. And with us tonight is Cesar Brollo from Saracco, Optica Saracco in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And so we're pleased to have you on live tonight. Cesar, we've been talking for a long time about having you on our show, and I'm very happy to have you here. You gave me a quick bio about you, and that you've been interested in astronomy and optics for a long time.
Yes.
It seems that you got into astronomy through an interest in optics, through photography. Is that right?
Yes. My first interest was more in photography. Mm-hmm. At my 13 years old. I started to talk with my father to change from the technical school to an optics school.
Yes.
Here in the preparatory or the high school, do you have difference in techniques school? Do you have difference the possibility to change in the third degree in the third year to change to another specialization? And I was very interested to change, not by my interest in optics, but not in astronomy yet. In this moment, I was more interested in the design of optics for photography, or maybe something in optics more dedicated to photography. But my interest in science is another way, another lane or way where, for example, for me, the books of any books about the special the moon landing, or any picture from my childhood about space was for me, of course, totally amazing about this. Like yes. any child of our generations,
sure.
To see the moon rover or over the moon. I remember in live TV watching maybe the last Apollo missions, because I am from the 1967, and I was maybe 5 years old in the time of the moon rover. I said, wow, it's amazing.
Yes.
But for optics, I was more interested in photography first.
And me too. I came from a photography background, so I understand how you got involved. There's a close association between photography and astronomy, though, and some of the very earliest photography was done with the telescope. So.
Absolutely.
And I also read here too that you were really interested in the television show Cosmos with Carl Sagan, and that. But your story of how you get into astronomy is a little funny, because you borrowed your friend's telescope, right? You borrowed your friend's
Absolutely. Telescope. Yes. This is the point of where you have a point of breaking in your life. Really, I broke something.
You broke your friend's telescope.
Yes. My friend and yes, a classmate in this time, Gonzalo Curra. Gonzalo, yes, you can try. Yes, he he was he was making the mirror, and and he told me, yes, I give you this, you can try. Well, I had 1 or 2 days, and a very bad tripod and wind is a bad combination.
Okay.
And
Bad
the telescope
tripod and a lot of
fell
wind.
down from the mirror. Sure, yes. And of course, I had the obligation, that the right things was to help him to write, to make another one. And he told me, yes, okay, it's broken, but we can make another one.
That's a good friend right there.
This was at my 16 years old, and this was when I was in the optics college. In the optics college, we don't have signatures about astronomy, optics, and we with this classmate go 1 or 2 times at the week in the day, because the school was at night. And when was the day, we going to La Plata Astronomy University to talk with people in the place where manufacture mirrors are. This was amazing because La Plata University have the Victorian style, where you can be amazed at. Maybe
I saw on the internet today this beautiful,
the
historic observatory.
This is historic, and it's for me. I don't choose the career of astronomy, but for me, the idea of telescopes and optics was, in this moment, was the way that I like to choose it, and it's the actual way that I have.
Okay, but you made a new mirror, and this was your first telescope mirror.
Yes, we make a first mirror with and first of all, we changed the book to use, and we bought 2 Texero books.
Oh, the Gene Texero book.
Yes.
Those are the best. Those are the Bibles.
Sure. First of all, I remember that we changed the half, less than half inch thick of the mirror to 1 inches, and of course that was very interesting because it's incredible, because actually he worked in optics for cine and photography. Me, I work in telescope, but for this time we understand all about techniques and all that you need in a good optics. In
you're all quality. New. You're new to this, yes.
Yes. From my 17 years old, 18 years old, and when I returned from my military service, here don't exist anymore, but at this time, I am old, and I made my military service.
Yes.
And he found the same guy founded a small business about laser communications. Maybe you remember the first time. Yes, before the optical, the fiber opticals, or this was very interesting because we combined the physics of optics for astronomy in a near infrared light. We was very, for me was a very interesting.
You're making communication between 2 telescopes with laser communication.
Yes.
Okay.
The first that we show to the people of electronics say, okay, do you use LED and for emission and for, but you are not using the characteristics of optics, where you have diameter, focal reason, and we improved a lot of modifications, and we improved a growth, not a growth, how do you say? Well, a better communication. We start to don't lose signals from the emission to the reception. Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Because we start to use, yeah. And this was amazing because the time of the magazine photonic spectra. I was amazed to it was another age where for me I discovered the tables Meles riot, or the lasers, or optoelectronics was the starting of optoelectronics in 1986.
Yes. So it's the early days. It's the early days.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So, but today you work at Optica Saracco, and Optica Saracco starts out making eyeglasses, right? I mean, you're
sure. Yes.
for eyewear,
yes,
and so
it's our specialty.
How does Optica Saracco get into telescopes and astronomy? Because it's the biggest astronomy shop in Buenos Aires, right?
It's big. It's big, and is the maybe the old one, because we start first of all when came here to the Optica Saracco in 1991. I see first of all telescopes more like, okay, this is a telescope, but maybe is the core business of our business is optics, eye optics, of ophthalmologic optics. And I said, okay, we can make something with this. We can start to make a showroom specialized for telescope to talk with the people with an idea of specialization in astronomy. We started. I make a project for this. Was amazing. We are near to 30 years about this.
Yeah. Right.
It's amazing.
Right.
Our business have more than 60 years old, and the youngest apartment, it have 30. It's
wow.
incredible. Yes, this is our youngest apartment.
So you serve your customers are all around Argentina. Do you have customers from other countries?
Yes. Of course, not all these are around Argentina, but of course that many no. We have many customers from south of Brazil, Uruguay, Paraguay. Yes.
Okay.
Somebody from Chile, but in Chile I have my colleague Rodrigo Celada. That.
Oh sure. Yes, of course.
Sure, and of course that it actually when we started to make this was really maybe the first anybody can thought in the past in have a showroom for telescopes. And I remember when we import the first Schmidt-Cassegrain telescope, when maybe you remember from me, they say, okay, this is a telescope, but this is what is not, is short, is yes, it's more like a heart or something that is different to the telescope. And this was very interesting, maybe 1993, 1994. Yeah,
you're talking about Schmidt-Cassegrain telescopes. Yes.
Yes. Okay. And the first thing that I after that we had telescopes here in the showroom was make something about education for the people to choose the telescope or experiment.
Yeah.
And we started to make the star parties in 1994.
Wow, that's great. That's great.
Yes,
Fantastic.
I yes, I have friends that coming from star parties in the United States. I say I went to this star parties. I say, okay, I need to make the same or in our style in Argentina here, and we started with a very nice star party in 1994, 1996. We had from 1996 we had more people coming, starting with I remember 30 people, 40, 90, 130. You know, when you have something start here, we our major star party was like 300 people. Are not like a
That's a big star party.
astronomy. Yes, I don't know.
Yeah. You're wearing a
United
shirt
States,
there
you
from
have
the
maybe
Riverside
yeah,
Telescope
sure, yes. This
Conference,
is
right? RTMC.
one
Yes.
of my best treasure in astronomy is the friends that I made, the friends that I have. One of these big striker is from California, and he give me this like a gift in the 2007 era. Well, this is amazing star party in United States in the West Coast.
Sure.
I love the star parties. Really,
Yeah.
for me are I can see. Yes. Well, I have a lot of to talk about star parties.
Okay. All right. So why don't we start with your presentation? Okay. Let's go ahead and start with your presentation, Cesar,
Yeah.
and we can talk about some other things. But I do want to recognize some of the people that have who are watching the show. So we have Maxi Falarias. He says, Hola, Cesar. Okay. And Haskin Duskins is with us. Gary Palmer from the UK. Gary watches almost every show. Ron Delval, he watches quite a bit. Anshul Puri from Los Angeles is there. Dennis Martinez, he says, greetings from Argentina. A big hug to
Yes.
Cesar. Okay.
That is,
Yep.
yes.
And Cohen says hello. And Maxie says, I had the privilege to know Cesar. He met you last year. Maxi Falares.
Maxi Falieres, yes, yes.
Okay, Falares.
Yes.
Okay, so
It-
anyways, well, thank you
this is
everybody for watching the show. We're gonna let you communicate in Spanish for your presentation, and we have Alex Sanchez here with me. He will be interpreting back into English for you. So. I'm going to switch now to your presentation. Okay.
okay.
Here we go.
It's a pleasure. Well, one of the things that we make is that we found very important is we have a city. We are in the middle of the city with a sky in a vertical scale of 8 or 9, maybe 10 if exists this. And we are encourage people to use their telescopes in the city, because we found that when you start to talk with the people in this years that we saw telescopes, they say, okay, how you are making something with your telescope. And the people tell you, no, because in the city it's impossible to use, and maybe telescopes are in the box. I don't use the telescopes anymore. Why? Well, this is the idea for us is that use the telescope, teaching. To use on the telescopes, especially, of course, in astrophotography. Astrophotography today is an easy way to enjoy their telescopes, and this was the project that we start to encouraging people from maybe 10 years ago, because astrophotography became each time more popular and affordable, and of course that we are encouraging people to use telescope in the city, with of course with technicals, different technicals with the cameras or filters if they use something in visual mode. But and we found that when you receive this, the people tell you, okay, really, I am starting to use the telescope again in the city. And for us for me was really really nice, the response to the people that actually are using their telescope in the city.
Excellent.
Well, this is a couple of pictures that we started without this in the 90s, but in the middle of the 90s we start to make places to work with telescope. When you start to solve telescope, you start to receive something for reparation, calibrations, or anything that the people need. And we have really a lot of different places to repair or calibrate telescope. We think that we have one of the best place to make this, like a private, of course that universities or observatories have professional facilities, but here we have a very, very good equipment to maintain, calibrate, or repair astronomical equipment.
Yeah, and I'll add to that. I mean, of course, Optica Saracco is an Explore Scientific dealer. We know that you have a lot of deep experience with optics and mechanics of the way telescopes work, and can do a lot of the repair and collimation and cleaning, the routine stuff, of course, as well. But you're going to be, you are a great resource for someone to pick the right combination of equipment. This camera, this software, this telescope, this mount, these parts.
Yes.
To do astrophotography or visual work, whatever it is that you need to do. So definitely, it's great to have that resource down there.
Yes. The idea is when we start to talk with the customers that they came very confused because they read a lot in forums and they don't know who is real and who is the idea of if it's the best choice or is a wrong choice,
right.
And actually we work with the idea of, okay, choose the mount, choose the camera, choose the telescope. Is the best guide to make for the people something that have a best experience to have their own telescopes.
Mm-hmm.
This is great. It's great.
We have a question from one of our viewers. Ansel is asking, are you seeing a lot of interest among younger Argentinian generation for astronomy?
Yes.
And what are some of the things you are doing to encourage their hobby? What do you do to get the young people excited about astronomy? What do you do?
Well, of course that we actually we found in children's any time more youngers a big interest. Really, they know that they don't are thinking in a toy. If not, maybe they had 9 years old and they talk to their parents. Okay, Papa, Mama, I don't need a toy. I need a real telescope. And yes, and why is different today? Because the childs have more connection with technology. They have their own cell phones at maybe 12 years old, and when they know that with a telescope they can take pictures with their cell phone, anything change that the interest of children's in the past about astronomy. Maybe 10 years ago, or maybe more, maybe 20 years ago, for childs, the idea of something observational is maybe more difficult to understand, and more that planets for them was okay, and they in the 20 years ago a child discovered their telescopes at their 14 years old. Maybe they had 5 years, in a box, and but now it's different. From 9 years old, 9 or 10 years old, they know that they can make pictures from the sky from with their own cell phones, and okay, they need a lot of things, and they know if their piece is okay for their, adapter. Well, but of course that another thing that is more connected to third parties, we um, we uh, we work beside clubs or foundation or organizations to make to support in education, and this is amazing because it's the thing that we love to make.
Right. Yeah, I know that that educational outreach is very important to you. Um, uh, Ansel makes a statement here. He says, "Great point about cell phones. I agree. A mini telescope, sort of, in everyone's hands now. Of course, we always see if we do astronomy outreach for students of any age. Many times they take their cell phones out and they are trying to take pictures of the moon or Saturn or whatever's in the eyepiece. So." Mhm. And it appears that we are frozen here with we are frozen with Cesar here, so we might have a little bit of a internet problem. So we'll see if he comes back here in a moment. Just hang in there with us. Okay, I'm going to bring him back in. Guys, just sorry for the technical difficulty here, but we will bring Cesar back in. Ah, there we are. Okay.
Oh,
Are we back to the tablet here? Okay.
oh yes.
Okay.
Uh, okay. we was talking about the connection with tiles,
Yes.
and of course that we work a lot of in this, that we talk about support for programs of education. For example, for the star party that we where we work together actually with Jaime Garcia is an star party in Mendoza and San Rafael. We have there a bottle scale tree, very very dark sky with the Milky Way.
Sure.
And we are focused in to make a big quality a meeting. We made a lot with Jaime Garcia. The name of the institute is Instituto Copérnico, and we made together from 90. 2004, we started to make this study with Jaime. Any we we make in 2010 we make a star party. I listen to dogs, but I don't. We don't have dogs here. Okay.
Sometimes we have dogs here, though.
Yes, but actually here in the
It's okay. It's okay. Yep.
and we make this every year. We make this, and it's very important. In 2010, we received because this professor, this lecturer, an astronomer, Jaime Garcia, was made with. He was the honorary president for the American observers in American Association Variable Star Observers. Maybe you know the people from Boston and
oh, the AAVSO, American, yeah,
yes,
variable star observers.
Yeah, sure, yes. Jaime was, in this time, this friend was president, and he's Argentinian, and we received a lot of astronomers from the AFSO, and we made together our meeting and the spring meeting of the American Association of Variable Star Observers. Was it very very nice and nice to meet together, to make together the both meetings.
Sure.
And every year we receive, for example, maybe do you remember the astronomer, amateur astronomer Victor Busso, that he found the supernova.
Yes.
Here in Argentina, Rosario. Well, he's another friend, and we make this meeting together every year, and we had the honoring to receive to Victor and the astronomer from Japan that work with him. Not with him, if not that it's amazing the people that come in to our star parties. Oh, thank you to share the presentation.
I will bring your presentation back up on this side. So I now have it, and we were talking about this. So, and let's get back to your presentation here. You were talking, this part of your presentation is about the observatories that you put together.
Yes, yes. Another thing that we have in our business is a project called Astro Home. Um, I am lucky because my father is a specialist in all about mechanics. He's not in our business. I can tell you something. My father-in-law was, and this was of course before I started here, 2 years before I was married with my wife, actually Angelina Saracco. They are my father-in-laws are four. My my brothers in law, brothers and sister-in-law are four, and they are the partners of Saracco. Actually,
I
my
see.
my father-in-law, he died 3 years ago, and he was the founder of Saracco business.
Mm.
And well, with my wife, we have three childs, and we have 26 years of marriage.
Oh,
And this
congratulations.
is a
So it's a
yes,
really,
yes.
it's a family
See,
business, right?
have, have a wife that support me to going to the parties. And
Yes.
yes, sometimes
Yeah.
she can came with me, or my
No.
child's actually my my older child, Agustin, is working a lot in astrophotography, and he helped him a lot in the star parties. And well, returning to our business,
Yeah.
about the Astro Homes was a project about to make observatories for people, for universities. And as I tell you, I have luck. I am lucky because my father is a specialist in mechanics, and he teach me a lot about this. And we started with my father, to
Mm.
make the domes
I see.
and put it. Yes, and it was amazing experience. First, work with your father, because it's okay. It's something that
Right.
not ever is easy to have the opportunity. But 80 times that we can make a dome, an aluminum dome, very strong, for example, the dome of the picture was in the area of a ski center in Bariloche,
Mm.
where you have very, very high winds, and the conditions was terrible. And I remember that we needed support, 300 kilos
Wow.
to the body. Yes, when the engineer tell me, okay, you can make me a dome, okay, but we need this, because it's in a tower. And I remember that
So
we the day.
this tower in this slide is the project you're talking about, right?
Yes, we make many of this, but
Mm-hmm.
I choose this because it was the more how do you say, when you say desafiante is in Spanish, Alex? Maybe you can challenge. Yes, yes.
Yes.
I read your sleep. Yeah, okay,
Oh,
challenging.
sorry, challenging.
Yeah,
Challenges.
thank
Okay.
you.
Right.
Challenging. Yeah, and I remember that we had only 4 hours to put the hat in the tower
Oh
because
God.
in
Why?
every
Why was it such a short time?
yes, and the wind every day, the strong wind
That was the wind.
became from the mountain at noon.
Uh,
And this, when the people say yes, at 8 o'clock we receive the crane. I say, okay, do you have only no more than 3 hours? And it's me in the first, of course, receiving the crane with the dome, and going by the steps
Oh my God.
to the top of the tower to put this, and you know that you need that all put perfectly, and well,
Oh yeah,
was a very
has to be done very precision. Yeah, that's right. Because domes have problems where they can stick. They don't roll right.
sure.
Don't open right. So many
Yes,
to solve.
and a big problem. Yes, and if you have a project for a ski center, you have snow, a lot of snow, because it's
Right.
a ski center. Yeah,
Uh,
I say okay, and how? Of course, one of the things was okay. We don't that they tell me. They say okay, we don't need anything outside the sphere that can be broken by
yeah,
the ice or snow. Okay.
it was a
Well,
big challenge.
actually,
Big challenge.
this yes, this is from 2006, and actually it's working.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so let's go to the next slide here. You have
Yeah,
this is your showroom.
our show. Yes, yes. Actually, we don't have so full because with the pandemic, all that we import is for deliver to the people. But maybe in the few months, I need really to see my showrooms full again.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
this problem has is a worldwide problem right now. Of course,
absolutely.
it's
Yes,
tragic that we are in a pandemic and and all the suffering and problems that COVID has made for us. But for people who have an interest in astronomy or many different hobbies right now, while they're at home, being made to stay at home, they are focusing on what they like to do and their hobbies. And I think that such hobbies are good for people's minds and good for their heart. And so it's a wonderful thing to have is a telescope that you can see the whole universe, okay, from your backyard. And if you're doing astrophotography, especially, you can capture a lot of it. And so that's it's. I know that your showroom and your inventory has been low. It's becoming like that worldwide. So yeah,
yes, yes. It's normal. It's a problem that we suffer together in the war. It's incredible. It's the first time that we talk about the same. um, Something that you tell to tell now to tell me that is very important, that really the people enjoy astronomy and it's an escape for them.
yes,
Yes, the thing that you tell me is right, is exactly that, how the people feel the opportunity to make their pictures, or the first that you can see in the media, in the social nets, in astronomy, especially for us, is that the increasing of pictures about any conjunction or nebulas, or it was in this three last months. um, Really, we can found a lot of interest, and for the people was a very nice escape for
mm-hmm.
from this reality.
Right,
uh, the opportunity to make a picture of the sky, or simply to see the sky, for us was really, we feel very honored to continue working this.
yeah,
Like
it is an honor.
we are, yes, yes, really, because
Mm-hmm.
uh, actually we are open to helping people about ophthalmics, but of course that no problem. like all about telescopes is delivered to the people. The people don't need to come here, and these tools that we have to assist to the people to about everything, how to use their telescope, or learning or teaching, sorry, about something about how to use or how to make astrophotography.
Yeah.
Normally, yes, I'm the guy that I don't feel weird about teach astrophotography or basic of astronomy to my customers. Sometimes my customers say, "Okay, really, can you teach me astronomy?" Yes, it's no
Sure.
problem. You
Sure.
can ask me.
Right.
Yes,
Well,
where is
that's what
Cooper?
you love to do. That's what you love to do.
Yes, yes, because I love this. I have the first of all is that I have the same sick like my customers. And
Yes.
I know that you too, because yes, first of all, we are amateur astronomers. We love really that we sometimes when I talk with you about, okay, I need a telescope again for me because I don't have actually the telescope, not because our staff's telescope were sold,
Well,
and
everything's sold
it
out.
yes, it's fun. Sometimes, yes, the customers that have more connection with you sometimes tell, okay, Cesar, this is your telescope. I can see the telescope in the video. It's for you, but
Can
can
you
you give me
sell it?
a good price for me? Okay. Yes,
Yeah,
I say never.
it's
Okay,
impossible
yes,
to say no
they
sometimes. Yeah.
sure. Can you? The
Yes.
people I love.
Yeah.
I have uh, uh, um, the group of many friends that I have. One of my best friends started to be my customers,
Hmm.
and today our friends that we can go to the not only star parties.
Yeah.
Sometimes we meet together with the family. Come on, in this hobby is the connection with the people. It's amazing. It's incredible.
That's true. Well, we have some friends here that have
Fantastic.
some statements and maybe a question or two here. Uh, Ron Delval wants to know what is the electric current there? He wants to know, does Argentina have 120 volt or is it 220?
Yes, yes, yes. We like to the double. Yes, yes. But
Is,
for example,
is
uh,
220 or 120 volts?
yes, 220. Yes, 220.
220.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
but today in the equipment in the equipment,
Equi-
you do use the same adapter that
oh, that's
AC
true. My
adapter.
computer adapters
Yes,
work 220,
yes, yes.
120.
But
Yeah, right,
we
right.
have in the past, I remember we had in the past the problem with this because we received from United States, but maybe we are talking about the 80s or the first time, the early 90s, where we received, the old motors. But no, we are talking about today. The AC line is the same everywhere because everything, or you do use, or batteries. The amateur astronomers use batteries,
Yeah,
their own cars, or 12 volts. That
12 volts from
is
the car or the power tank
yes,
batteries, or
yes.
we have lithium
You can,
ion batteries.
yes.
Yeah,
If somebody came to Argentina, ever I have adapter for the telescope. For I can give you one, or is the same. And
yeah.
all adapters
But
came from the same factory.
the plug adapter is different. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, the only thing that's different is that I can show you this.
Okay.
okay, for the people that, because we are talking about people that can hear, do you use this United States, and here is this shape,
Oh,
only this.
oh, okay. So there's adapters to go from the straight to
Yeah,
the angled.
the
Yeah, yeah.
the typical 110 is this, but for example, I use the same, and this is for is today a lot of for I prefer for telescopes, of course, that native 12 200 sorry 220 12, but many adapters do you have this switchable, in English is I don't remember
Yeah,
switch,
the
well,
switching adapters. Yeah.
switch adapter, but of course the most important thing is in every mount is using over 3 amperes, but it's the same everywhere.
Okay.
It's the same.
All right. So we have some more statements here. Ansel Puri says, if you have a happy wife or a happy husband, it depends, because sometimes it's the wife that's interested in astronomy and the husband's not interested. But as long as they're both
Yeah.
happy, then we have happy astronomers. Maxie says, Caesar taught me a lot of basics of FL and start to take the pictures. So that's great. So Ron, the question is that or the answer? Do you need an adapter? Yeah, you just need an adapter, but not. Usually your AC adapter is going to be running on 220 or 120. You just need the plug adapter in most cases.
Yeah.
So unless you have some really old equipment, and then you're going to need
Yeah,
to change things
today it's
over.
very easy.
Yeah.
And normally the how do you say the name of the adapter for many? Do you remember, Alex, in English? What we call
There's a multiple adapter.
ridiculous here. We
It's
call
called multiple. Yeah, multiple switch adapter.
Multiple adapter.
Yes,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
yes, but here we call this zapatilla, the same name like tennis shoes.
10 shoes.
I don't know why.
Okay.
And in any solar party, the people fight to have a place with their zapatilla because
zapatista, okay.
it's ridiculous. Okay. But
Okay.
we call, and maybe only in Argentina is we like to change the things. Okay.
Okay. So
Oh yes,
let's talk about the star parties, and then you can answer this question from Ansel. He wants to know, what is your favorite object in the night sky to observe and why? Okay. But let's talk about the star parties first, and then you can answer Ansel's question. Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
this is the next slide with the star parties.
Yes. You told me. Sorry, you asked me about the who is my favorite place to make star parties, or where I.
No.
Sorry.
Ansel wants to know, what is your favorite object? Is it in
Object,
31 and 42?
not place. Okay.
Yeah, he wants to know what is your favorite object and why. He wants to know why it's your favorite.
Okay. Favorite object in the sky.
Yes, for you.
Okay.
For you.
Yes. Well, we are lucky. We make the star party in San Rafael, Mendoza, and we, for example, we. I love to see the quinteto. How do I don't remember the. Well, I forget the name. The 5 galaxies.
Oh, Stephen's
Uh,
Quintet. Stephen's Quintet.
yes. I love it because yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite to see, not to astrophotography. It's my special predilect object, 5 objects to see, because is the challenging with the people that we can how many galaxies you can see. I love it. I love it because uh, really is all the safari is enjoyable, and when we start to watch objects in the sky where you have, you know not all people have the same sensibility in their retinas, um, and this is the type of objects that for everybody is different, and
Yes.
you can
Stevens
uh,
Quintet is a big challenge. It's a big challenge.
sure, yeah,
Yeah, right.
yes, yes, the
Yes.
quintet is amazing to watch, and this is something that the people is something that we can miss the idea to go to the third party, uh, not only for astrophotography, if not to put the eyes in the eyepiece
Mhm.
in any telescopes. This is amazing because when you have a dark sky, it's okay as a photography. But first, I think that okay, put your Dobson telescope or and enjoy the sky with the retina with our CCD.
Right, right. Okay. Okay, so let's go to our. Do you want to talk more about the star parties that you have organized, the
Yes,
ones
yes.
that you
The,
will?
the, sure. The picture of the group of people is really the 2010, where we put the meeting together from our star party Valle Grande and the spring meeting, but here was of course the autumn, the spring meeting, the ABSO, the Astronomy American Association Variable Star Observers
Oh, okay.
in the group. Yes, and another ones the picture of the middle in the back. We are we are visiting the center, the visitor center of the Pierre Auger. Maybe I don't know if you know Pierre Auger High Energy Particles Observatory.
Yeah.
We have in Mendoza at 200 to the south of San Rafael, where we make the star party. Sometimes we finish our star party going 200 kilometers to the south
Uh-huh.
to visit the locality of Malargüe. And this is very interesting because it's not a observatory with a telescope. If not, it's a group of tanks filled with very pure water and with sensors, and
Oh,
every particle, yes, of high energy that put uh, atoms from
okay.
the atom is became a
They become
cascade.
they
Became
become
yes,
detected in
become
these
a
water tanks.
cascade.
Yes.
Yes, sorry that maybe I can explain very well the idea, but for everybody that I can send you a link in the
Hmm.
same
That these
in
people
our
are from that
it's
high
exist share, yes, exists a project to make the same in Arizona, and I don't remember how many tanks do you have, the water fillers this is maybe you have a part of the tank that is only to show to the people, to the visitors,
I see.
and this is very, very interesting because it's an observatory without telescopes.
Right. That's right. Yes, for the high energy stuff. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, uh, there's another question that we have here. Ron Delvaux has not been in the Southern Hemisphere before. Okay. And some of our viewers have never been down to the Southern Hemisphere. And a question he wants to know is, does the moon appear in one way if you're looking from the northern hemisphere and the other way from the southern hemisphere?
And, and
No,
everything. Or Orion is back.
everything.
Yeah. I remember my visiting to the
Yeah, not only the moon,
yes,
but everything.
it was the same. It was the same in Atlanta, Georgia.
Right.
I visited the in 1999. I visited the Safari. Wow, I don't remember Peach State
Beach state.
Stargaze
Yes.
because yes, sure, yes, was an amazing. Maybe I was in the East Coast in my vacations, and I needed really to find a Safari near to my vacations, my vacation place in Key Largo in Miami.
Okay.
And I say, okay, yes, I prepared this, of course, from Buenos Aires, and my friend Carlos Gamba, that he was in the he's an Argentinian, but he was member or for the Astronomy Club of Atlanta.
Yes.
And he gave me contacts. I remember Ken Posley, Phil Saracco. Well, I remember the names. They was amazing. The South hospitality is real.
That's true.
I know
That's true.
people like Phil Harrison from Star Wars, or well, for me it was an amazing experience. And the most thing is when you talk in another language like me. For me, English is not easy language. When I start to talk with people like me, especially in a Safari, the sensation, you cannot see the faces.
No.
Because everything is dark. But
we go by sense of smell.
Well, yes. Sometimes whiskey is in our Safaris.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yes. I can, next time I can talk you about this.
Yeah.
Yes. We have, yes. In Argentina, the most impressive thing in Safaris is, we say, we have the for astronomía is the Spanish name for astronomy, and we use a word for all about foods that is gastronomía with G. And yes, and our star parties have astronomy, astronomía, and gastronomía. All is about the fruits, and of course the people is okay. Karina was amazing, but okay, who was this? The dinner of today was amazing as well. Yes. Well, of course that in United States, I know that it's the same because, for example, the pancakes morning that was made, for example, in this is a party in Atlanta was amazing, and of course that everywhere you really enjoy the same, and more that the language that you talk. I have the remembering in Spanish from the people talking, and in 1999 I had really words English like now. So my wife helped me at each time to talk. Okay, yes, he needs to talk this, and yes, okay, but
okay, all right. So we're on your next slide right now, and we have a bunch of people under red light, and you can see the skies. It looks like you can see the Magellanic Cloud above one of the trees there.
The first picture is we was the group of organizers, the people that work in the organization. When all the students go to their hotel, returning, because we supporting different types of events or third parties. One of them, for example, is Encuentro de Jóvenes Astrónomos, something like Young Astronomer Meeting.
Okay.
This made by Osiris Group from Bariloche, for example, my friend Diego Galperin is a big enthusiast, and he writes books about astronomy for childs, or he's really an enthusiast, and he worked a lot for education in astronomy, and really we love work with him because it's amazing. For example, this picture is the end when the students return to their home, and we say, okay, we need time to see the skies, because where is this? This is in La Gruta. This is in the place, in Las Grutas. It is the place where we go next year to the
for the eclipse.
star party, to the eclipse. Yes.
Okay. We'll have to talk about the eclipse too.
Yes. No. They have an amazing, because in the Patagonia you have the desert finishing, and you can see maybe the Sea of Cortez, this type of weather, and the Cortez Sea is the Cortez Sea in the west coast, desert and finish to the sea. Yes, the weather is very dry, and you have an amazing night. Of course, that is
excellent
to enjoy the eclipse and the night.
Yes.
Sure. The another picture is in the center of the image is my son, and I'm sorry. This is in the last.
Okay,
but
hold on.
No. But this is we are the group of Star Party Valle Grande with Jaime Garcia and a lot of friends. Here is another. You can see. Well, the Milky Way is very easy to watch. In Mendoza.
Spectacular.
Something that is yes, and something that is very, very different in the South Hemisphere is that you have the center of the Milky Way in the zenith, and the bright is really, if is between Sagittario, Capricornio. When we received the people from United States in the 2010, and we have a place where we have lights, and we turn off at maybe 11 p.m. And anybody,
all the lights are out.
Yes, sure. I remember from the people that came from United States, and of course, at the United States, they have an amazing skies, sure. But the center of the Milky Way is very bright in dark sky here in South Hemisphere. And this is something that I remember when I turned off the lights on the entire place.
Yeah.
But a lot of lights in the street, yes. With this high voltage keys. Well, I love to make this. When I put down and turn off the lights, I listen to the people say, "Wow!" like in a stadium. Yes,
it's beautiful.
Turn on a planetarium. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yes,
okay.
It's very easy. I am very bad for a sky photographer, but it's only because it's easy to make pictures in Argentina of the sky. Not really. I sit here very, very good astrophotographers.
So for astrophotographers, it's heaven. This is heaven. Okay.
This is heaven. It's heaven. The APO of 2 weeks ago was an Argentinian that took a picture in San Juan, an amazing picture. But Argentina and Chile, the skies are amazing.
Okay.
Oh, another pictures of the Star Party Valle Grande with our friends, the typical eyepiece table. And well, in the last year we are proud to add Explore Scientific in our teams of people that are every day, every star party, we watch more explore scientific in our star parties, and we love it.
Thanks very much. It's an honor to be part of it. So, especially with your long tradition of doing educational outreach and doing these star parties, it's an honor to be part of that. There are people in our industry who just go to work every day, sell things, take care of the customers, and go home, and that's it. They're finished. Okay.
I cannot make.
You
Yes,
are
no.
you're an astronomer. You're the real deal. Okay, so I can tell that you are doing weekends and holidays and after hours and really spending a lot of time with a community of astronomers. So that's really great. And this is beautiful here. So we've got. Tell us a little bit about these pictures in this slide.
Yeah. Eta Carina, that this picture of Eta Carina is from the another side of the Cordillera that Rodrigo Zelaya showed us the same nebula, amazing picture of Rodrigo 1 week ago, and this was Agustin, my son, make this picture, and with our Canon T3. That is another one Canon camera, very easy with a one of this.
Yes.
And he put a guider, and in Safari sometimes it's not easy to make take the time to make a good picture, but he loved it. And the more our specialty, or my specialty, maybe I feel guilt about this, is show a single picture to the people in a live show in a screen projected from the telescope, camera, computer, projector, and to the screen. And the people love it. We start with this from do you remember the black and white cameras, video cameras in the 2000, maybe
sure
90. We start with this, or sometimes with a CCD, and now we use Canon cameras, but without the IR filter. We remove this.
Yeah.
We prefer, because to obtain more red lights fastly, because we need only in 30 seconds put a nebula in the screen. I love it. I love make this, and my son helped me a lot, because the young people know more about technology, and
the digital
make this.
world.
Okay.
Yes, they grew up with it. They
yes,
live and
I can
eat
show,
and breathe it.
I can show it now. Yes, I say okay now. Yes, because it's very stressing to make this astrophotography to show to the people. Well, I make this from maybe 25 years.
Okay.
I like that my son make this, and when we finish the show about this, and he have time to make their pictures, and really he have only 23 years old, and he every year is making a better picture.
Oh, okay.
He asked me about how, please talk with Scott to have their telescope, our own telescope, and don't move.
Don't move.
This telescope from.
That's right.
Poor guy. He's suffering every time. I say, okay, no, solved it. Okay, no, it's terrible.
Okay, so let's see. What is this next image here? Okay.
Oh yes, this is pure education. I love it. This project that we make every time that we can make it is about light, lasers, and I am in the first pictures with Jaime Garcia too, talking with the children, to the students, about the light, about the the laser, the difference between normal light lasers, and you can see that in the another pictures in the screen. We make a kit of prism are mirrors.
Yeah.
And we put something like we talked earlier about the Meles-Griot stable table for optical bench. We know. Did you have one of this?
Yes, we have.
Yes, and we make something like I don't know the name, but. Can you help me, Alex? Una lámina, una base, algo que parece.
Sure, it's just a base, laminated base.
Pues a laminated base, okay. Una laminated base where you have the holes like in a Meles-Griot optical bench, but this, and of course that we show first to the students the real optical bench with laser, with lens and prism or mirrors, and that they can resolve something like a labyrinth where you have to make a way of the light, but you need where you can need to put any mirror, and we make something. For example, we use limit angle. That's in the last picture. You have the professors that say, "What?" Say, okay, they need to resolve the labyrinth to make the light from A to B.
I see.
And we love it. And this is a project that, of course, that we donate to any school the kit.
Wow. And
the students, the child love to make this.
Sure, sure. How many, over the years, how many times have you given presentations like this to schools? How many times a year?
For child is sorry. They are one time, one, two or three.
Two or three a year. I see.
But yes, for childs.
For children.
One of
okay.
Yes, for children. For example, when Encuentro de Jóvenes Astrónomos, Bellavista al Cosmo, they are different events, and we can make in different. Now, of course, this year was impossible to make something. Sure, but in a normal year, we make 2 or 3 star parties for children, and the another ones are 2 for everyone, or the typical star party.
General star party, yeah.
But, yes, but sometimes we go 10 years to star parties. Sometimes 5 years.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, that's a lot of star parties. That's a lot of star
parties. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now we're getting to the San Juan 2019 Total Eclipse.
The observing corner with an we choose the.
I see a lot of Explore Scientific telescopes there.
Yes, we love it. We use. I remember that I forget ordering you the solar filters and say, okay, I don't have time. I need to make this because maybe 2 days earlier. Well, was a nightmare, but was so amazing. The area of astronomy corner. Well, we make this with Osiris, the same people from the Encuentro de Jóvenes Astrónomos, and it is first of all was really a pleasure
really we was honored to be part of a very, very big event that Provincia de San Juan and Grupo Civis that make the conference was a really a huge event, and the same people are thinking in the same idea in Las Grutas.
Oh, Las Grutas for the 2020 total eclipse, right? For this year's eclipse.
Yeah, yeah.
I see. So how many people do you think, especially with the COVID right now, how many people do you think will come to this total eclipse? It will happen in December, right? It's in December.
Well, if all we believe that Argentina will be open for business in December, we hope about this, and think that only in the place of Bellavista, where we had in San Juan, this only this point where we was, this point of Bellavista, was maybe the major point for observation, and the people, the cops or the people that know how calculate very good the quantity of people, they tell us that we had 5,000 people. Only
5,000.
Yes, only in the place where we go.
Yeah.
We make filters for the TV, international TV, and we also, of course, that normally when you say, okay, I like to be a sponsor, and they don't need money, they need your support. And for us, is our the logistic that we can help to the people is more important. That for example, last year and this year, we are manufacturing solar shades.
Yeah,
we preparing to donate. We sell, but we know that we prepare to donate from of course, that all in support or prepare filters for the TV people. It's our specialty because it's new for us, but we make a lot, we work a lot in San Juan 2019, and we had this experience to make this in 2020 in Patagonia. Of course, that is something that we are preparing now. Of course, that like all world, we are talking about Zoom, but every day we are increasing the things that we prepare to make in Patagonia.
Yeah.
And all people, Las Grutas, Viedma, have a lot of place because Las Grutas is a normal site of vacation. It's a very nice place to, and if you don't have place or hotels in Las Grutas, you can go to Viedma or more to the south to Trelew. In this area, Patagonia have a lot of different cities, and it's a great opportunity to go. And of course, that I'm telling you about the East Coast, but you have the West Coast, more in the mountains, but we chose East Coast this time. We was in the mountains but La Gruta, for example, for me, is a not typical beach of Argentina, but many people love it.
Yeah,
because it's different to another beach in Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires province. Where, sometimes you have more hot weather in Las Grutas, in Patagonia, in summer, that in the north. Remember that here is the opposite for the people that think, okay, in the north.
Right.
No, it's opposite. In the north, normally you have more hot weather. Where no, in north of Patagonia do you have dry? Do you have cold nights, days at 40 degrees?
Hot. Yeah, very hot.
Times.
Yeah.
I don't remember in Fahrenheit, but it's 40 is sound like a day in Arizona, maybe.
Yeah, it's desert. It's it's desert weather is very similar to desert weather in California. So at night it can be very cold,
cold
and the day it
weather,
can be really,
not
really
so
hot.
cold like in Pacific.
Yes, that's right.
It's a place to enjoy. I think that, well, of course, that the things are coming more in business to start to work, and we can have a meet again maybe 2 months ahead, if you like, to talk especially.
Good. We should talk again about what the schedule is going to be like, and we'll have you back on the show to talk about this eclipse if it looks like it's going to happen. So I'll read some other comments here. Maxi, your friend Maxi, said that the locro, am I pronouncing that right? He says the locro was amazing food last year.
It's like, yes. Like a stew, locro.
Your astronomy gastronomy event.
Well, yes. Patagonia is an incredible place to have choice. Lamb is we never eat lamb if not is from Patagonia.
I see.
In Buenos Aires, choose for the barbecue. Sorry, vegetarians, but here, sorry, vegetarians here. We have, of course, vegetables, but Argentina is like a huge Texas.
Yeah.
Yes, in 2 dimensions is crazy about
Argentina loves beef. They love beef. Yeah.
Yes. And you have the cows. The cows are more in the center and north, and lamb are from the Patagonia.
Okay.
But yes, well, this is all about gastronomy. Okay.
Yes, that's right. So Satish Puri, who I think is the father of Ansel, I think Satish is actually watching from India right now. So we have an international group here. Ron Delval wants to know, is there a dark sky community group like the International Dark Sky Association? Is there a group like that in Argentina?
Yes.
So there is dark sky.
Sure. Yes. If we have a few minutes or 1 minute, I need to talk something that you write in the presentation about the old tradition in astronomy that Argentina has.
Yes.
Okay. Of course, that I am a very small part of the astronomy community in Argentina. Argentina is very strong we have 3 universities: La Plata, Córdoba, and San Juan. We don't have the quantity of amazing observatories that are in Chile, because in our side of the Cordillera, you have the prominent wines coming from the west, from the Pacific,
the winds,
and make a movement in the air that is, but actually it's more for of course that maybe with adaptive optics, or we have observatories 2.5 meters, but the community is very is strong, and and the community and the communication between professionals and amateur are 10%. For example, in Buenos Aires, you have Asociación Argentina Amigos de la Astronomía that have more than 100 years, and it's a big club with a lot of people that going every year to their course or lessons, or they use the telescopes, and they make an amazing work. They make an amazing work, and in any locality, in each locality, sorry, do you have a community, a club, and they're all connected between amateurs and professionals. To our part
That's
of
nice.
our service, the professionals coming, they don't need to be invited. They come in and they enjoy it, and this is something that I love, because they come in to our third parties and make the barbecue, or
that's
they
nice.
really, really, yes.
I see. That's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
So
If
it seems that the Star Party in Argentina is a very vibrant kind of thing, because you got professional astronomers there, advanced amateur astronomers there, beginners there, and you're enjoying the night sky. You're enjoying some great food, and you're seeing. I mean, the southern skies. For all of you who have not seen the southern hemisphere Milky Way, you have to go sometime, because it is absolutely amazing. I went last year. I saw the southern hemisphere, the Large Magellanic Cloud, the Small Magellanic Cloud, the Milky Way. You can almost say that the northern hemisphere does not have a Milky Way after you see the southern hemisphere Milky Way. It is stunning. It's
No,
beautiful.
yes,
It's beautiful. So,
it's a
yeah,
maybe something of brown, but
yes,
in the southern, yes. But I think that the center of the our third Paris is not the Milky Way. If not, is all that the people love to eat and drink in the
yes.
third Paris and enjoy.
So they have a real party in the Star Party. Real party.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yes,
that's good.
exactly.
That's good.
Sure, is
That's
that
wonderful.
yes, and the people, yes, we say with friends that say, okay, if you need to know how the paradise is, I say, okay, at first I ask you, okay, do you have star parties here? Because is the is the really the time where many people told me that enjoy in the part of the year are awaiting the star parties.
Oh, what?
Maybe I don't, maybe sure, yes, it's not a show, but I can write you the talk that I tell you, but maybe I don't can explain that this guy told me. That is funny, but
Okay.
lost in translation. Yes,
Okay.
yeah,
And
but
but
it's
Maxi says
it's
he's going to
important.
meet you. He hopes to meet you in Las Grutas. So he's going with his brother. Okay. So
Yes,
yeah, and
yes, yes. I hope that we can meet
yeah,
in real thing. Yes, in Las Grutas this year, Scott, of course.
yeah.
But
I hope I can go too. I'm interested to go. So
yeah, yes, we can continue working in this, and of course that I'm open to talk again when 1 or 2 months, when I'll be the things more clear. Of course, that about yes, this was amazing moment. I could take an at only or maybe 1 or 2 pictures, because I can be honest. I can be I be honest. I'll be honest, because I say I'm crying, and I say
you're crying.
okay,
It's so
take a picture.
beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Yes, I have a video where I talk ridiculously, and they say, okay, I can't believe this, because it's amazing. For people that is thinking, okay, if this is okay or not, never miss a total eclipse, because it's amazing. It's amazing
It's
experience.
life changing.
It's
It's life changing. Yes.
absolutely,
Yeah.
yes,
Life changing.
exactly.
There's many people I
Yeah.
talk to, and I say, "Have you ever seen an eclipse before?" And they go, "Yeah, one time we went outside and we looked at it with
Yeah.
glasses and stuff." And I said, "But did you
My
see a total
God.
eclipse?" And they go, "Yeah, I saw it." And I go, "No, you have not seen a total eclipse, because people who have seen a total eclipse go crazy." They go crazy,
Absolutely. I
and they
listen
love
to
it.
people
It
say, "Oh,
changes their life.
I people that tell me, I don't know, maybe you can move really 2 miles to the place. Why? Come
Oh,
on, because it's place.
yeah, 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 yeah. You're right. You're right. And that is a beautiful image right there. So these mountains in the background, this is Patagonia?
No, no, this is 20. This is the 2019
Oh,
eclipse.
2019.
Over,
Okay.
over, yes, over is in San Juan. It's a
Okay.
picture that I took, that I can took the only one or two because I was amazed at
Yeah.
animal to think.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Cordillera de los Andes is the peaks of the mountains.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
But remember that this year, next eclipse is at noon, and
Oh, way up.
it's
Oh, okay.
more. Yes, it will be more. This was amazing because was in the sunset,
Yes.
was unforgettable. Was my first total eclipse. But I think that the experience to see the a noon eclipse in near to the zenith.
During a noon eclipse, you have a 360 degree sunset all the way around you. It's beautiful.
Yes,
Yes. It's
yes. I listen this. Yes, I'm. Yes, sure. We can experiment all together. Yes.
That's right. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay, so let's we're coming to the end of the show. You've had I don't know if there's any more oh, we should show this. We should show this. This is the path
Yes.
of the eclipse
The
for the 14th of December.
Yes, yes. We are thinking in have the center of conference and all about the eclipse in Las Grutas.
Yes.
You can see the eclipse from Las Grutas, but we like to move to Valcheta. Why? Because maybe in the center, only 200 kilometers to the center of the Patagonia,
Mm-hmm.
you have more chance to have
Clear skies.
absolutely clear. Yes,
Yeah.
because sometimes in the area but maybe at noon, I think that is really impossible. But we think that we have more chances to have absolutely clear the sky
Mm-hmm.
going to the inside the provincia of
Mm-hmm.
Rio Negro.
Right.
But if you like to stay in Las Grutas is part of totality.
Yeah.
And to the south of Viedma, too, of course. But we like to. I don't know why when the people tell me, okay, but we can move to Valcheta, okay, 200 kilometers in a day. Well, okay, this is we
Yeah.
are. So we need to complicate
No, no,
everything.
no, no. I know once you are settled for an eclipse like this, all the cars will be parked on the side of the roads, and it's very
Yeah,
difficult to drive from one spot to the next
yeah.
during an eclipse. If you think it's going to be cloudy, um,
We yes, but I don't know this year if all that I tell you it will be possible because we started with this problem of pandemia, blah blah
yeah,
blah.
right.
But in San Juan, for example, in Bellavista Point of the corner of observation that we made, and they have a big show. They have a scenery with people making music. You know, maybe we are talking about of a big event, or maybe we are watching in the side of the road.
Yes, right.
This is depends from the province to make. The province is like the state, you know. Here we call our states provincias, and this is depend from the organization of the province to make the size of the event, the size of the complete party.
Yeah.
But we think that maybe they can make in the last 3 months everything. We don't know.
Right. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I wish you great luck, and we will get together in about 2 months again and get an update of what's going on for the eclipse. In the meantime, Cesar, where can people write or get more information about the eclipse? I'm sure you are a good source, right?
Sure. This map is from the Eclipse, Argentina Eclipse 2020. I don't have the link now because I don't have the computer, but I'll put in the same chat the link.
Okay.
It's Argentina Eclipse, and have the all information about.
Okay.
In fact, we are putting our maybe in few weeks more. We are putting our brand because like sponsor.
Sure.
At this time, no, because of just our incoming the page, but the page have the information. All that are coming will be put in this page that I tell you. Argentina Eclipse, I think that I don't remember good the. Let me check. I can.
Yeah, maybe I can do it.
Yes.
Here, hold on for a second.
Yeah, because it's easy to find.
All right. Argentina Eclipse. Eclipse 2020. Let's see what comes up here.
Yes, it's very easy. It's at eclipses.com.ar of Argentina, AR.
Eclipses.com.
Yes. Is bar well, but only with eclipses.com.ar. It's very easy.
.r. .ar or .r?
.ar.
Got it.
Eclipses, like in Spanish.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So it's this website.
Yes.
Okay.
The countdown. Yes, we love this. Yes.
Right. So the Eclipse 2020 conference, Las Grutas and Valcheta. So all the information is here, contact information, everything. Okay.
Sure. Yes. And all about these people that are working with this. It's the information in the website, and it's a place where you can have a lot of information, and this information will be more increased and added at any time that they have more things about this.
Yes, and this is the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Eclipses del Sol 2020. Excellent.
Yes. We found it.
We did find. Okay. Well, goodness, Cesar, thank you so much for spending your evening with us. I know it's late now, and
It's a pleasure. It's
yeah.
a pleasure to talk with you. and Alex that here we.
Yeah, thank you, Alex,
he was
staying with us this whole time. So
You're welcome.
and for us.
Yeah, you didn't have to do very much this time. So
I know you made it easy for me.
Ahora en español, un poquito en español. Con Alex y por supuesto Scott, me encantaría, podemos hacer en algún momento alguna charla de toda la tecnología, todo el trabajo que hace Explore Scientific, que diseña. Ustedes son un grupo de diseñadores, porque a veces toda la gente cree que todas las empresas son iguales y realmente alguna vez está bueno que hagamos una charla para el público argentino acerca de todos los diseños del trabajo que hace Explore Scientific y cómo se diferencia de otras compañías que tienen particular Explore Scientific, que también es un poco por qué nosotros sumamos como marca. Maybe Scott, you understand.
I'll translate for Scott, no problem. Scott,
yes.
Sure.
Porque es una presentación para la próxima vez.
Seguro. He's inviting us to the Argentina community for us to show a little bit about Scott Scientific and the designs and all the technology that we're bringing into the industry. And we'd like to invite us to a presentation for the Argentina community.
That's great. That's great. We will be we'll be happy to do that. So as long as I can bring Alex with me. So
I should not have a problem.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much, and thank you all of you watching right now. And we're going to sign off, and we wish that you keep looking up and think about the possibilities for this upcoming eclipse. Keeping our fingers crossed. So take care. Yes. Yes. And good night, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.